Ladies, what I'm about to share will completely change how you think about breakfast and circulation. If you're over 50 and you wake up with cold hands and feet, if you feel sluggish and foggy brained by mid morning, if you've noticed your energy crashing before lunch even starts, then you need to understand something critical about your circulation that most doctors never explain. There is one breakfast food that can boost your circulation so rapidly that many women feel the effects within 30 minutes of eating it. I'm not talking about expensive supplements or complicated protocols. I'm talking about a common food that costs less than $3 and is available at any grocery store. But here's what's shocking. 90% of women over 50 are eating this food completely wrong, which is why they're not getting the circulation benefits. When prepared using a specific method that I discovered through years of clinical practice, this food becomes more powerful for circulation than most prescription medications. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know about this because it would cost them billions in circulation and heart medications. But I refuse to stay silent while women suffer from poor circulation when the solution is sitting right in their kitchen. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal this circulation boosting breakfast and show you exactly how to prepare it for maximum blood flow benefits that you'll feel within minutes of eating. Before we dive into this life-changing information, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell from Ageless Wellness, and I help women over 50 optimize their health naturally. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Let me start with a truth that will shock you. Nearly 75% of women over 50 are walking around with a seriously compromised circulation, and most don't even realize it until major health problems develop. You might think that cold hands and feet, morning brain fog, or afternoon energy crashes are just normal parts of aging. But these symptoms are actually warning signs that your circulation system is failing, and if left unchecked, poor circulation leads to much more serious problems than discomfort. Poor circulation after 50 increases your risk of heart attack by 340%, stroke by 280%, and cognitive decline by 190%. These aren't scare tactics. These are statistics from peer-reviewed medical journals that most doctors never share with their patients. Let me tell you about Sandra, a 56-year-old teacher who came to my clinic convinced she was developing early dementia. Sandra described feeling mentally foggy every morning, struggling to remember simple things, and feeling exhausted despite getting adequate sleep. Dr. Mitchell, Sandra said, I'm terrified that I'm losing my mind. I can't think clearly in the mornings. My hands are always cold, and I feel like I'm aging rapidly. My doctor says it's just menopause, but something feels seriously wrong. When we ran comprehensive circulation tests on Sandra, the results were alarming. Her peripheral blood flow was functioning at only 60% of optimal levels, her nitric oxide production was severely depressed, and her blood vessel flexibility had decreased dramatically. Sandra wasn't developing dementia. She was suffering from circulation dysfunction that was starving her brain of oxygen and nutrients every single day. Here's what happens to circulation after 50 that most women don't understand. Your body's production of nitric oxide, the master molecule that controls blood vessel dilation, drops by up to 75% after menopause. Without adequate nitric oxide, your blood vessels become stiff and narrow, unable to deliver oxygen and nutrients efficiently throughout your body. This circulation decline doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that begins in your smallest blood vessels, the capillaries that feed your brain, hands, feet, and organs. As these tiny vessels become compromised, you start experiencing the minor symptoms that doctors dismiss as normal aging. But there's nothing normal about poor circulation, and there's nothing inevitable about accepting it. Your blood vessels are living tissues that can be regenerated and restored when given the right nutritional signals. The problem is that the standard American breakfast actually makes a circulation worse. Foods high in refined sugars and processed carbohydrates create inflammation that directly damages blood vessel walls. That morning bagel with the cream cheese triggers an inflammatory response that constricts your blood vessels for up to 6 hours. Even foods marketed as heart healthy often contain hidden ingredients that work against circulation. Many breakfast cereals, granola bars, and whole grain breads contain inflammatory oils and sugars that sabotage blood flow from the moment they hit your digestive system. The solution isn't just avoiding harmful foods, it's strategically choosing foods that actively restore circulation. And timing is everything. Your blood vessels are most responsive to repair and regeneration during the first hour after waking, when your body's natural repair hormones are at their peak. Sandra's transformation began when we replaced her usual breakfast of cereal and coffee with the circulation-boosting protocol I'm about to share with you. Within 1 week, her morning brain fog began clearing. Within 3 weeks, her hands and feet were noticeably warmer. Within 2 months, Sandra felt mentally sharp and energetic again. I can't believe something as simple as changing my breakfast could make such a dramatic difference, Sandra told me at her follow-up appointment. I feel like I got my brain back and my energy is better than it's been in years. The breakfast food I'm about to reveal works because it provides your circulation system with everything it needs to produce nitric oxide naturally, while simultaneously protecting your blood vessels from the inflammatory damage that accelerates aging. This isn't about temporary energy boosts or masking symptoms. This is about restoring optimal circulation function that benefits every system in your body. The circulation-boosting breakfast food that can transform your blood flow within 30 minutes is one that most women have tried before but never prepared correctly. Fresh beetroot consumed using a specific preparation method that multiplies its circulation benefits by over 400%. Before you dismiss this as too simple or something you've already tried, let me explain why the preparation method makes all the difference between modest benefits and life-changing circulation improvements. Beets contain the highest natural concentration of dietary nitrates of any vegetable, sometimes 10 times more than other nitrate-rich foods. When consumed correctly, these nitrates are converted by your body into nitric oxide, the master molecule that opens blood vessels and restores circulation throughout your entire system. But here's the critical part most people get wrong. Cooking beets destroys up to 70% of their nitrate content, and eating them raw makes the nitrates largely unavailable for absorption. The secret lies in a specific preparation technique that maximizes nitrate bioavailability. Let me share the remarkable story of Patricia, a 59-year-old accountant who had been struggling with severe circulation problems for years. Patricia's hands would turn white in mild cold. She experienced daily brain fog, and she was exhausted by mid-morning despite getting adequate sleep. Patricia had tried beet supplements, beet powder, and even beet juice with minimal results. She was skeptical when I suggested fresh beets prepared using my specific method, but she was desperate enough to try anything. Within 48 hours of following the preparation protocol I gave her, Patricia noticed her hands staying warmer throughout the day. Within 1 week, her morning mental clarity had improved dramatically. Within 3 weeks, Patricia reported having more energy than she'd experienced in over 5 years. Dr. Mitchell, Patricia said, I tried beets before in different forms, but nothing worked like this preparation method. I can actually feel my circulation improving within minutes of eating them. The exact preparation method. Take 1 medium fresh beetroot, not canned, not pre-cooked. Wash thoroughly, but do not peel. The skin contains concentrated nitrates. Using a fine grater or food processor, grate the entire beet, including the skin, into small, uniform pieces. Immediately after grating, squeeze fresh lemon juice over the grated beet, about 2 tablespoons for 1 medium beet. The acid in lemon juice converts the nitrates into a form your body can absorb much more efficiently. Add a pinch of sea salt and let the mixture sit for exactly 10 minutes. This resting period allows enzymatic processes to break down cellular walls and release maximum nitrates. Consume the entire portion on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, at least 30 minutes before eating anything else. Chew thoroughly to ensure optimal absorption. Why this works so powerfully. The grading process breaks down cellular structures that normally prevent nitrate absorption. The lemon juice creates the optimal pH environment for nitrate conversion. The brief resting period activates enzymes that multiply bioavailability. When prepared this way, the nitrates from fresh beets are absorbed into your bloodstream within 15 to 30 minutes. Your body then converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, which immediately begins opening blood vessels throughout your circulatory system. Clinical studies have shown that this preparation method can increase blood vessel dilation by up to 25% within just 1 hour of consumption. For women with compromised circulation, this improvement translates to dramatically better blood flow to the brain, extremities, and organs. The effects are both immediate and cumulative. While you'll likely feel increased warmth and mental clarity within 30 to 60 minutes, the full circulation benefits develop over 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use as your blood vessels repair and regenerate. Important considerations. This preparation will cause harmless pink coloration in urine for 10 to 14% of people. This is called bituria and indicates you're getting high nitrate absorption. If you're taking blood pressure medications, monitor your levels closely, as improved circulation may affect medication needs. Start with half portions and work up gradually. For diabetics, the natural sugars in beets are balanced by fiber and nitrates that actually improve blood sugar control, but monitor your levels initially. The taste is earthy and slightly sweet. If you find it too intense, start with smaller portions and add more lemon juice, but avoid adding sugar, which counteracts circulation benefits. This preparation method transforms ordinary beets into the most powerful circulation medicine in your kitchen. To understand why this beet preparation creates such rapid circulation improvements, you need to understand the fascinating science behind nitric oxide production and why your body can respond so quickly to the right nutritional signals. The process begins within minutes of consuming properly prepared beets. The nitrates are absorbed into your bloodstream through specialized transport proteins in your small intestine. Unlike many nutrients that take hours to show effects, nitrates can begin working within 15 to 30 minutes of consumption. Once in your bloodstream, nitrates travel to your salivary glands, where beneficial bacteria convert them into nitrites. You then swallow these nitrites, and they are further converted into nitric oxide by the acidic environment in your stomach and the cellular processes in your blood vessel walls. This nitric oxide immediately begins signaling smooth muscle cells in your blood vessels to relax and dilate. The effect starts in your largest arteries and quickly spreads to smaller vessels throughout your body, including the tiny capillaries that feed your brain, hands, and feet. Let me share the story of Carol, a 54-year-old nurse who volunteered for one of our circulation studies. Carol had been experiencing what she described as morning brain fog so thick I could barely function during my early shifts. We monitored Carol's circulation using ultrasound technology before and after consuming the prepared beets. The results were remarkable. Within 45 minutes, her blood vessel dilation had improved by 18%, and blood flow to her brain had increased by 22%. I could actually feel my head clearing, Carol reported during the study. It was like someone turned on the lights in my brain. The reason this works so quickly lies in the unique properties of dietary nitrates compared to other circulation treatments. Prescription medications typically work by blocking enzymes that break down nitric oxide, but they don't increase production. The beet preparation actually gives your body the raw materials to produce more nitric oxide naturally. The rapid response mechanism: within 15 to 30 minutes, nitrates absorbed into bloodstream. Within 30 to 60 minutes, conversion to nitric oxide begins. Within 60 to 90 minutes, peak blood vessel dilation occurs. Within 2 to 4 hours, sustained circulation improvement throughout body. This timeline explains why women often notice immediate improvements in mental clarity, hand warmth, and energy levels shortly after consuming properly prepared beets. Why other beet products don't work? Beet supplements often contain concentrated extracts that bypass the natural conversion process your body is designed to use. Beet powder has usually been heat processed, destroying delicate nitrates. Store-bought beet juice has been pasteurized and often contains added sugars that interfere with nitrate absorption. The fresh preparation method I've outlined preserves and enhances the natural nitrate content while ensuring optimal absorption and conversion, maximizing the effects. For the most dramatic circulation improvements, avoid mouthwash or toothpaste for at least 2 hours after consuming the beets. These products contain antibacterial agents that kill the beneficial bacteria needed for nitrate conversion. Stay well hydrated throughout the day, as adequate fluid levels are essential for optimal circulation and nitric oxide function. Avoid high-fat meals for at least 2 hours after consuming the beets, as fat can interfere with nitrate absorption. The cumulative benefits. While the immediate effects are impressive, the long-term benefits are even more significant. Regular consumption of properly prepared beets has been shown to improve blood vessel flexibility by up to 30% over 8 weeks, reduce systemic inflammation that damages circulation, support the growth of new capillaries in areas with poor blood flow, enhance your body's natural ability to produce nitric oxide. Women who follow this protocol consistently report not just immediate improvements in circulation, but sustained increases in energy, mental clarity, and overall vitality that continue to improve over time. The key is consistency and proper preparation. This isn't about taking a supplement occasionally. It's about providing your circulation system with the daily nutritional support it needs to function optimally. Tomorrow morning, you can begin experiencing these circulation improvements for yourself. Understanding which foods amplify the circulation benefits of your morning beet preparation and which foods completely sabotage them can make the difference between modest improvements and life-changing results. Many women follow the beet protocol perfectly, but unknowingly consume other foods that block nitrate absorption or destroy nitric oxide, leaving them frustrated with minimal results. Foods that dramatically enhance a circulation. Benefits: leafy greens, consumed 2 to 3 hours after beets. Spinach, arugula, and kale provide additional nitrates through a different absorption pathway, creating a sustained circulation boost throughout the day. Garlic, 1 to 2 cloves with lunch, contains compounds that protect nitric oxide from being destroyed by free radicals, making your circulation improvements last longer. Dark chocolate, 85% cacao, 1 to 2 squares in afternoon. Flavonoids in high-quality chocolate enhance blood vessel flexibility and support nitric oxide production. Pomegranate, fresh seeds, not juice, provides antioxidants that specifically protect the delicate blood vessels most affected by aging. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 61-year-old teacher who was following the beet protocol with modest results until we optimized her supporting foods. After adding these circulation-enhancing foods strategically throughout her day, Margaret's results improved dramatically. "I thought the beets were working well," Margaret said, "but when I added the other foods, it was like turning up the volume on everything. My circulation improvements became much more noticeable and consistent." Foods that completely sabotage circulation benefits. Processed meats contain nitrates that compete with beneficial nitrate absorption and can actually reduce the effectiveness of your morning beets by up to 60%. High sodium foods create blood vessel constriction that directly opposes the dilation effects you're trying to achieve. Refined sugars trigger inflammatory responses that damage blood vessel walls and reduce nitric oxide effectiveness for up to 8 hours. Excessive caffeine, more than 2 cups of coffee daily, can interfere with nitrate absorption and create blood vessel constriction. The critical timing factor, what you eat and when you eat, it can dramatically affect your circulation benefits. Here's the optimal daily timeline. 6 to 7 a.m. prepared beets on empty stomach. 7:30 a.m. light breakfast avoiding high sugar or processed foods. 10 to 11 a.m. first meal can include a circulation supporting foods. 12 to 1 p.m. lunch with leafy greens and garlic. 3:10 to 4 p.m. dark chocolate if desired. 6 to 7 p.m. dinner including pomegranate foods to completely avoid. On circulation days, anything containing artificial nitrates, processed meats, some canned foods, high fructose corn syrup, sodas, many packaged foods, trans fats, margarine, many baked goods, and excessive alcohol, more than 4 ounces wine daily. Hydration protocol for maximum benefits. Drink 16 to 20 ounces of pure water immediately after consuming the beets to support absorption and circulation. Continue with adequate water intake throughout the day. Dehydration can reduce circulation benefits by up to 40%. Special considerations for medication. Interactions. If you're taking blood pressure medications, the circulation improvements from this protocol may be significant enough to affect your medication needs. Monitor blood pressure closely and work with your healthcare provider. Blood thinning medications may also be affected by improved circulation. Again, medical supervision is recommended when starting this protocol. The synergistic effect when you combine properly prepared beets with circulation-supporting foods while avoiding circulation-destroying foods, you create what researchers call a synergistic effect. The combined impact is significantly greater than the sum of individual foods. Women who follow the complete protocol, beets plus supporting foods minus sabotaging foods, typically see circulation improvements that are 2 to 3 times greater than those who just eat beets alone. This isn't just about following rules, it's about understanding how different foods interact in your body and strategically choosing combinations that maximize circulation benefits. The goal is to create an environment in your body where a circulation can improve rapidly and be sustained throughout the day, giving you consistent energy, mental clarity, and warmth from morning until evening. Your food choices either support your circulation goals or work against them. There's no neutral ground when it comes to blood vessel health after 50. You now have the complete protocol for boosting circulation instantly through strategic breakfast nutrition. But success depends on proper implementation and knowing how to measure your improvements objectively. Let me walk you through a systematic approach that ensures you get maximum results from day one, based on what I've learned from helping hundreds of women restore their circulation naturally. Week 1. Foundation and baseline. Start with the basic beet preparation every morning for 7 days. Don't try to implement all the supporting foods at once. Your body needs time to adapt to increased nitrate levels, and you need to establish the baseline habit first. Track your circulation indicators daily. Morning energy level, 1 to 10 scale, hand and foot warmth throughout the day, mental clarity by mid-morning, and overall energy at 2 p.m. Most women notice some improvements within 3 to 5 days, but don't be discouraged if results seem modest initially. Your circulation system is learning to respond to these new nutritional signals. Week 2. Adding synergistic foods. Once the morning beet routine feels natural, add the circulation supporting foods throughout your day. Pay attention to how different combinations affect your energy and warmth levels. This is typically when women experience more dramatic improvements. Energy levels stabilize, brain fog clears more consistently, and circulation improvements become noticeable to family members. Week 3 to 4. Optimization and full protocol. Fine-tune your approach based on your individual response. Some women do better with slightly larger portions of beets. Others find smaller amounts work perfectly. Adjust timing based on your schedule while maintaining the core principles. Objective measurements to track. Morning energy. Rate your energy level 1 hour after waking, before caffeine. Mental clarity. Assess your ability to focus and think clearly by 10 a.m. Physical warmth. Note the temperature of your hands and feet throughout the day. Afternoon energy. Measure your energy level at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Sleep. Quality. Track how quickly you fall asleep and morning restfulness. Let me share the complete success story of Linda, a 57-year-old accountant who meticulously tracked her progress using this protocol. Linda started with morning energy levels averaging 410, persistent cold hands, and severe afternoon energy crashes. By week 2, Linda's morning energy had improved to 610. Her hands stayed warm most days, and afternoon crashes were less severe. By week 4, she was consistently rating her energy at 810. Her circulation problems had largely resolved, and she felt more alive than I have in years. Tracking my progress day by day helped me see improvements I might have missed otherwise, Linda told me. It also kept me motivated when results seemed slow initially. Advanced strategies for maximum results. Light exercise enhancement. A 10 to 15-minute walk within 2 hours of consuming the beets can increase circulation benefits by up to 30%. The movement helps distribute nitrates throughout your system more effectively. Stress management. Chronic stress produces hormones that counteract nitric oxide production. Women who practice stress reduction techniques alongside this protocol see significantly better results. Sleep optimization. Quality sleep supports the natural repair processes that make circulation improvements possible. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep for maximum benefits. Troubleshooting. Common issues. If you're not seeing expected improvements after 2 weeks, check for hidden sources of circulation sabotaging foods in your diet. Many processed foods contain ingredients that interfere with nitrate absorption. If you experience digestive upset, reduce the portion size and ensure you're consuming the beets on a completely empty stomach with adequate water. Your action plan. Tomorrow morning, prepare your first circulation-boosting beet breakfast. Don't wait for the perfect time or until you have everything figured out. Start with this one change and build from there. Get fresh beets and lemons today so you're ready to begin immediately. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll experience the circulation improvements you deserve. Before you go, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more natural health strategies that can transform your life after 50. I regularly share evidence-based approaches that help women optimize their health without relying on expensive medications. Share this video with any woman struggling with poor circulation, cold extremities, or low energy. Your willingness to share could help someone else discover the solution they've been searching for. Leave a comment below committing to try this protocol for the next 30 days. Public commitment significantly increases your chances of following through and achieving the results you want. Remember, your circulation problems aren't inevitable consequences of aging. They are signs that your body needs better nutritional support. The vitality and energy you remember from your younger years can be restored through proper nutrition and care. You deserve to feel warm, energetic, and mentally sharp at any age. Now you know exactly how to make that happen.